He said to be caught up. Now he got caught up being where? Go ahead, read that.
I'm starting with
Uh-huh.
Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the cloud to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord.
No, this ain't gonna be caught up in heaven, right? It's the clouds. Now, if you want to go where Jesus is going to meet us at, get in the airplane. Get in the airplane, buy your ticket, you're going to go to them clouds right there. That's where we're going to get our body from. You're not going above the clouds to the third heaven. There are three different heavens in the Bible. The first heaven you're standing on. Second heaven where the clouds is. The third heaven where the Father, Son, and the holy angels are. Period. You can't go there. Jesus told you in John, he said, where I go, you can't come. So we're being caught up in where? The clouds. Not heaven. Not when we're going to go and spend lifetime with our personal Savior as they teach us in these churches. Read that next verse.
Wherefore, comfort one another with these words.
That's all I'm trying to do. Comfort you. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I have to do a funeral, believe me, I'm gonna come strong with this thing. I'm gonna tell it like it is. It ain't gonna be no like, oh man, we're gonna have a celebration. We're gonna learn something. They probably won't invite me back to the funeral. Because I'm gonna come with all of this. Because the people need to know. They need to know. He said, comfort these people with these words. Because people right now, they comforted them with lies, saying that your grandma in heaven, your granddad in heaven, they looking down on you, they taking care of you as you walk upon this earth. Lies. Don't give no credit to God. This man is in the ground. Read Ecclesiastes. He said the dead know nothing. Now let's go to Zechariah chapter 14. Remember what I told you about Acts chapter 1 now. Zechariah chapter 14. I'm going to repeat the question. You don't have to blur it out. Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 1. Understand what I said when we read that first scripture in Acts. When Jesus said, I was taken off, the same way I went out into heaven, I'm going to come right down. Now we're going to put him on the earth. The kingdom. This is where the kingdom of heaven is going to be. On the earth. Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 1. Go ahead.
Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee.
When you say the day of the Lord coming, meaning that this is when he's coming back.
That's right.
Future. So don't try to read the Bible like you read a book. You got to go here, live, there, live, line upon line, precept upon precept. This is how you get it. It's like a puzzle. That's why he tell you to rightly divide it. If you can't rightly divide it, you're going to jack it up. Like they jack it up saying that you're going to be in, God's kingdom is in heaven. God's kingdom is going to be right here. The Father and the Son. Go ahead, brother.
For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the cities shall be taken, and the houses rifled.
See, this is the war Armageddon right here. We ain't getting into that, but I want to make sure you understand that if you're not in a place of safety, if you're trying to keep this doctrine of the Bible, it's going to be hell to pay for you. You're going to be running for your life. One thing God said, some going to make it through the tribulation, but he gave us an escape route in the wilderness, if you got to understand.
Right.
So you pick which one you want to be now. You still think you're a United States citizen when they tell you, oh, it's time for you to go. Understand, when that temple is being built in Jerusalem, we know that's our cue. It's time to get in the wilderness. We already know that. But most people, they don't know that. My dad was born here, his dad was born here. I'm a United States citizen. Your dad brought here on slave ships, man. Were beaten, castrated, treated less than an animal. And you want to stay here? Look what they're doing to us now. Understand this book. Read up, start 2 again.
For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken,
Yes, sir.
and the houses rifled, and the women ravished. Half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the peoples shall not be cut off from the city.
I'm gonna make it straight so you understand. They're gonna destroy the houses of every nation if you don't abide by the New World Order. If you don't have the mark of the beast in your right hand and forehead, you're against them. And also, he said, I'm gonna ravish your women. I'm gonna rape your women. Your daughter, your wife, so much you care about them, you better have them in the right spot. They doing this now. If y'all pay some attention to over there in Afghanistan and all these countries, is this one guy said, man, he wanted to be an ISIS member until he find out that these cats right here are going in, raping women, just doing stuff they want to do. So he trying to come back. It's all on the news. Somebody who came from America went over there thought he gonna just enjoy that. So he found out these cats real. What he said about Esau, what he said about Ishmael. He said his children were wild. Don't fool with them. Leave them alone. The Arabs, they will take you out. Well, understand what he said here. This is Jesus now coming back to this earth. I want y'all to understand this. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations,
Yes, sir.
as when he fought in the day of battle.
After the war, during the war Armageddon, he gonna come back and fight. Meaning that it's gonna be some destruction. It ain't gonna be like these preachers teaching the church that, oh, Jesus gonna come out with a light around him, and he just gonna gather the children on his right hand, and he gonna leave them left behind, the rest of them left behind. No, he gonna come back killing folk. Killing. He said, I came as a lamb, I'm coming back as a warrior. He's sitting in heaven right now, shining his sword, getting it ready. This is Jesus that you don't know about. Most of the world don't know about. It don't sound like what they preach to you in the churches. But anyway, he said he come back to fight. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And his feet shall stand in that day upon the Mount of Olives.
What did Jesus say? What did the people tell him in Acts chapter 1? The same way he went up off the Mount of Olives, he coming back down. What's going to happen when he come back down the Mount of Olives? Go ahead.
Which is before Jerusalem on the east.
Yes, sir.
And the Mount of Olives shall cleave in the midst thereof toward the east and toward the west. And there shall be a very great valley. And half of the mountain shall remove toward the north.
Yes, sir.
And half of it toward the south.
He said, when Jesus said, when he come back, he going to flatten Jerusalem. Crush it. Anything that's in Jerusalem, when he told them, when that third temple was being built, flee to the mountain. Because when his feet touch the Mount of Olives, he's going to destroy everything in there. Because he's going to have it cleaned up in there before we come back and possess the land. Go ahead.
And ye shall flee to the valley of the mountains.
Yes, sir.
For the valley of the mountains shall reach unto Azal. Yea, ye shall flee, like as ye fled from before the earthquake in the days of Uzziah, king of Judah.
Yes, sir.
And the Lord my God shall come, and all the saints with thee.
Where you getting them saints from? In the clouds, the first resurrection. That's where he got it from. That's why I read to you in 1 Thessalonians, when he says, the dead in Christ shall rise first from where? Out the ground. Then they're going to meet where? In the clouds. Then they're going to come where? To the Mount of Olives, where he's going to destroy whatever's in Jerusalem at the time, because he's going to set up a kingdom on earth. Jump down to verse 9. Go ahead.
And the Lord shall be king over all the earth.
Over where? Earth. This is the time the Lord going to be king over the earth. This is when he's going to set his kingdom up. Not in heaven. Go ahead.
In that day shall there be one Lord, and his name one.
It's only going to be one. Like y'all got the British folks over there saying, Prince, what his name is? Prince Daniel and whatever them folks and them great British folk. You not know so many people saying that that is the priest over there in Britain, in London. Those are the ones that's supposed to be like the Israelites. For real, a lot of this stuff I hear all the time. Because mainly, we ain't on our job telling people that we are Israel. That's why we go through the Black history, to show you they cannot line up with the curses. That's why when you go and buy a Bible today, sometimes they have just the New Testament in there. Matthew, Luke, and John, and Psalms. That's it. They disregard all the Old Testament because they know they can't prove who they are if they read the Old Testament. Because it only lines up with us. Only. But this is where the kingdom will be on earth. Let's get another reference. Let's go to Daniel chapter 7. This is going to really nail it in, the kingdom, where it's going to be. Jesus said, I'm coming in the clouds. Daniel chapter 7, we're going to start at verse 13. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 13. You just understand, we understand. The key words in these scriptures that you got to line up to, like clouds, heaven, certain name like Zion. You got to understand all this stuff. Don't let them play trickery words or a word game on you. Come to me, I'm going to knock your head off of this book. Daniel chapter 7, verse 13. Go ahead.
I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven.
What did Jesus say we're going to meet at? So it's him right here, ain't it? Like the Son of Man. Who's the Son of Man? Jesus. People think Jesus started with Mary. Jesus been here from the beginning. That's the only God we know. You don't understand that Jesus was talking to Adam. Jesus was talking to Eve, Moses. And we got a book to make sure you understand that. Read that over.
I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven.
Yes, sir.
And came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him.
Go ahead.
And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom.
A what? A kingdom. That's what the kingdom is going to, this is when the kingdom of the world going to be given to him. Go ahead.
That all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion,
Yes, sir.
which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed.
Believe me, bro, when he set up this kingdom on earth, it ain't going to be like that. Now you do what you want to do. It's going to be a dictatorship. If you do it, either you do what he tells you to do, or you dying. When he set up the kingdom. You dying. I'm telling you straight up. He said a child will die at 100 years old. When he set up the kingdom, you're going to have men going back to pre-Adam days, living to be 300, 400, 500, 800 years. No more than 1,000. Because that's how long the period going to be. But some going to rebel in that 1,000 years. Jump down to verse 27. Let's see what this kingdom going to be. Go ahead.
And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven.
Wait a minute. Under where? Whole heaven. So he covering them all. Look outside. Clouds out there. He said under the whole heaven. Wherever you see cloud at, that's where the kingdom going to be. On this ground. Read that over.
And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven.
Yes, sir.
Shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High.
We're going to help him run it.
Whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominion shall serve and obey him.
All dominion going to serve and obey him. We're going to be a dictatorship, bro. You're going to do this thing right, or you're going to get dealt with right there. Right there. But I just want to make sure you understand that this kingdom, the kingdom of heaven, is going to be in Jerusalem, and it's going to be under the heaven. We got to read stuff like that. We shouldn't have to, but we have to read this stuff so you'll understand. Now let's go get what hell going to be. Let's go to Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. Let's find the location of hell or the lake of fire. I can do all three. It don't make no difference. I can tell you what all three mean. But we're dealing with this lake of fire right now. We know he's talking about the lake of fire. That's the last death. You don't want to be put in that. That's the only thing I'm scared of. Scared. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. Go ahead, brother.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Wait a minute, what did these Sunday church people tell y'all? When Jesus died on the cross, you get away with the law. So what did Jesus say right here? He said, think not that I come to destroy the law. He ain't coming to destroy the law. The Old Testament, he's not. He come to fulfill his part, which is the down on the cross for us.
Come on.
That's what he fulfilled.
Yes.
Go ahead, brother.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled.
That's the question. Heaven and earth still out there? So this law ain't gonna pass till heaven and earth be destroyed. Heaven and earth ain't gonna never be destroyed. It ain't gonna never be, the earth gonna be here forever. Never. So you got to make sure you pinpoint certain things like this. Because they try to play on words. Jesus came, fulfill it all. I said, them seven trumpets done blown yet? Tribulation to hit yet? No, they ain't here yet. Well, you know, when he came, he fulfilled it all. I said, man, you dumb as I thought you were. You gonna tell me he fulfilled it all when you still got other prophecies got to be fulfilled. Jesus ain't even came back yet. You talking about he fulfilled it all. Just crazy. Verse 19.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
Yes, sir.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Boy, I had a pastor who tried to play on words on this. This cat says, see, I'm going to be in the kingdom of heaven either way. I don't preach the law like you do, but I'm still going to get in there. But he don't understand that hell is going to be in the kingdom of heaven also. That's what they don't understand. Hell ain't going to be nowhere under the earth where you can't see it. You're going to be able to see everything. You're going to be able to communicate with these cats in the lake of fire, and we're going to show you that. Understand that. Now let's go find out what he means by the least and the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 66, verse 22. It's all been written. It's all here. Don't let them blindfold you and tell you a nice lie. How they blindfold you? They take the Old Testament away from you. They take it away from you. You ain't got to read that. That's been done away with. You would never understand the New Testament without the Old. Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 22. Let's find out who are the least and the greatest, so you will understand. Go ahead, brother.
For as the new heaven and the new earth, which I will make, shall remain before me, says the Lord, so shall your seed and your name remain.
So when is this? This is when the Lord come back. It's new. He said, I'm going to make a new heaven and a new earth. So then he's talking about something that's past. It's going to be new. Everything going to be new. So this future. Okay, now let's find out who's going to be the greatest in the kingdom. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another.
Wait a minute, we still going to be keeping the Sabbath?
Come on.
In the new earth? See, that's what they don't tell you. Oh, man, y'all in some kind of cult, man. You ain't got to do that no more. You don't have to do anything anymore. This is what they tell you. Go ahead.
And shall all flesh come to worship before me, says the Lord.
Read it over again, 23.
And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another,
Yes, sir.
and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me.
So when you come and worship him, you the greatest in the kingdom. This the greatest. This is what we read in Matthew chapter 17. The ones that teach the commandments of God, they are the greatest ones. Now let's find out the least ones in the kingdom. Go ahead.
And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men.
Wait a minute. Now understand what he's saying right here. He said they should go forth and look upon the carcasses. Meaning that these people right here are in this lake of fire burning. Burning. Go ahead.
Of the men that have transgressed against me, for their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh.
When a fire is not quenched, and the men are still in there, and worms on them, and worm don't die, where is this? Lake of fire. Deal with that. And he said, in verse 24, he said, and they should go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men. Meaning that you're going to walk and look at these people while they burning. And they're going to be calling for you too. They're going to be calling for you. Let's continue. Let's go to Revelation chapter 19. Revelation chapter 19 and verse 19. Let's find out who are these people in the lake of fire at this time. The kingdom of God and the kingdom of heaven going to be in the same place. In Jerusalem. Revelation chapter 19, verse 19. Now, he said a new heaven, new earth now. And he said you're going to be able to look and walk. And we in the new heaven, new earth. So that lets you know that the resurrection already going to happen. It's already going to happen. That's what they don't tell you. I know it's some of y'all first time. Keep coming. I'm going to make it jump off the page for you. Revelation chapter 19 and verse 19. Let's find out who are these people in the lake of fire. Go ahead.
And I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army.
Do you not know that when he's talking about beasts, he's talking about kingdoms. You can read that in Daniel. Talking about kingdom, they're going to make war against Jesus when he hit this earth. Make it clear, look at Independence Day. When those spaceships hover down, what them folks try to do? Oh, the Martians are here, the aliens here, we got to go kill them. They ain't showing y'all that for no reason. They think that their military can handle anything. They're going to try to make war with him, with Jesus, on the horse at this time. Jesus going to deal with them, man. He going to deal with them. Listen what happened now. Go ahead.
Verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him.
This kingdom, this whole European economic kingdom, or this the papacy, or whatever you want to call it, they got this strong military at the time. He gonna take the beast, which is the kingdom, and the false prophet. These two cats right here gonna make it in the lake of fire before Satan even get in there.
That's right.
They're gonna be Satan ain't the first one in the lake of fire. These are the ones gonna be in the lake of fire. Go ahead, bro. Read that over again.
And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet
Yes, sir.
that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. These both was cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone.
You know, I don't understand what's going on here. When Jesus hit this earth, he gonna take both of them and just throw them in the lake of fire first. Period. He ain't even gonna judge them at all. They already been judged. They know what they are doing. They understand Jesus. Jesus understand they've been dealing with Satan for a while. They know that, and he know it. Let's go to Revelation chapter 20, verse 6. Let's see what happened to the devil. Most people people think devil got a kingdom. They really think he got a kingdom, barbecuing folk, torturing people. No, man, the lake of fire was made for him and his angels.
Come on. That's what it said. Amen.
Well, keep watching Tom and Jerry. Keep watching. They had me fooled for a long time, boy. Yes, sir. Let's find out what happened to Satan. This is going to be his punishment. This ain't going to be a kingdom for him at all. Verse 6. Go ahead.
Blessed and holy is he that had part in the first resurrection. On such the second death have no power. But they shall be priests of God and of Christ, and shall reign with him 1,000 years.
These are the greatest in the kingdom right here. He said, blessed and holy is he that take part in what?
First resurrection.
That's what we're trying to get to. That's in Thessalonians 2. He said the dead in Christ gonna rise first. If we have an opportunity to rise up, we ain't got nothing to worry about. We good. But go ahead. Listen what he say though. Go ahead.
7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
He gonna be loose now. Before Jesus can set up his throne on earth, he read him the 1 through 3, he'll tell you that Satan had to be put in the bottomless pit. He got to seal him up in his angel because it's going to be peace upon the earth within 1,000 years. But he going to let him out to go and deceive the nations. But I'm just trying to show you what's going to happen to him and where all this is happening at. Go ahead.
And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth.
Yes, sir.
Gog and Magog.
God and Magog or the Russians? Go ahead.
To gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea.
Yes, sir. He gonna gather them up and make a battle against God. Jesus gonna be standing there looking at me like, you really think y'all can take me? They really think they can take him. This is what Jesus did to him. Verse 9. Go ahead.
And they went up on the breadth of the earth.
Where is this happening at?
On the earth.
He on the earth, right? On the earth. Go ahead.
And compassed the camp of the saints about.
Yes, sir.
And the beloved city. And fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured them.
Destroy them in the blink of an eye. These are the least in the kingdom of God. Right here. All this gonna be in the kingdom. Kingdom of heaven. The lake of fire gonna be there, and this heavenly kingdom gonna be there. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophets are.
So I told you, the beast and the false prophet made him there before he got in there. He just took him and put him in that lake of fire. Go ahead.
And shall be tormented day and night forever and ever.
You don't want to be that least right there in the kingdom. Tormented day and night. And people always say, man, Jim, that don't make no sense, man. How can this body burn forever? I'm still trying to figure out how God made the burning bush burn and get burned up. And you trying to tell me about how he can make this body burn? Find out how he made the moon and then come talk to me. Find out how he made the clouds and all that and come talk to me. Because I ain't got an answer. I'm going to roll with him. Because what you saying is all we're going to do is die. But if you wrong, guess what's going to happen? We're going to be roasting day and night in that lake of fire. I don't want to be there. That's what I fear. Now let's go to Luke chapter 16 and verse 20. Now I know they're going to say this to you. They're going to say, well, what about Lazarus and the rich man, Jeff? Come on now. Lazarus and the rich man. But one thing I don't understand, it's a future prophecy. Future prophecy. That hasn't happened yet. He giving you a glimpse of the future. A glimpse of it, trying to show you. Because has he resurrected up anybody? And Lazarus been dead a long time, man. But you listen to these church folk, they'll be resurrecting people up left and right. Grandma in heaven, old Rock John in hell. If that's the case, why we got a great white throne judgment if he already in heaven or she already in hell or vice versa? It don't make sense. We better start reading. Luke chapter 16 and verse 20. Let's read about rich man and Lazarus. Go ahead.
And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate, full of sores, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table.
Understand this too. I want y'all to pay close attention to this. When a beggar come up to you, ask you for something,